be something that people should really enjoy. I know I've heard nothing but fantastic things from people. In fact, I think I mentioned this to you the other day. I've never had so many people contact me to tell me about one person before. And I've had multiple people contact me and just go, oh, I love Jack, or his stuff is great, or you won't believe the stuff he does for people. And I mean, I've never seen that before. So I am really, really excited to do this today, because I think people are going to get a lot out of this, and I think that they're going to be very, very happy with not only what you provide today, but with the services you provide in the future as well. So I'm excited by this.
Thanks, Ted. Thanks. So, believe it or not, I do 2 webinars a week, but I haven't done any webinar for a group of people who don't know me. And you are connected with Ray, and and let me first ask a question: who does know me? Enter yes, and who don't know me? Enter no. So I got a little bit to learn, you guys.
Be interesting to see that, because I was very shocked at how many people knew exactly who you were, because I knew your name, because you'd been in the video group for over a year, so I knew the name, but I had no idea about your services that you had. And as soon as I brought them up, people just went nuts. So
yeah,
very, very impressive.
So I see half yeses, half no, so that's good. So because this is the first time I do it for a new group, I don't want to blow it up. I'm very honest with you guys. I want you to leave with a very good experience. And I want to do that on 2 ways. The first way is I want you to learn something that you can use for a long time. In 1 hour, and I like to finish in 1 hour, I want you to take something with you that you can use almost in any situation what you do for internet marketing. Something I need to brainstorm you again, because you have learned things what are not correct. So that is my goal. The second thing is, because you are new to me and I'm new to you, I want you to give at the end of the presentation a special gift. A gift what is at least $100 value. So please give me some time to educate something what you can use in a lot of situations and give that special present. So let's dig in the content, okay? So what are the 7 must-have components for any small business website? You guys like to learn those 7 must-have components for any small business website? And I'm going to learn you about SEO. So there are 2 parts. I'm going to try you to learn something what you can benefit a lot from. So, but the heck, okay, and at the end of the webinar you get a link from me for a special bonus, a free, what is completely free, okay? So that is something what I think you can, because you guys all about videos and video marketing, I will give you something very special. So you might have wondered, Jack, who are you? And why should I listen to you? So I'm not here to brag, but and certainly not about my age. I probably want to change it with you. But I spent almost 2 million on Google AdWords, and I serve my clients. I serve many clients by myself. So all what I have learned over time is because of my experience, is because what I have seen what works. And I'm happy to share that with you. So there's one thing I really like, and that's interaction. You get me motivated to speak about details if you ask questions. Otherwise, I will just do a general overview, and go direct to, about things. But if you ask me questions and answer my questions, I feel we are connected. So do we have a deal?
Yes.
So enter yes if you have a deal, and enter no if you are not interested in my presentation. Okay. So I like you to answer those, okay? So what are the 7 most components for any small business website? So it actually starts very simple. Know your target website visitor. So in this example, we're going to use a plumber because that is a big niche. So what is a plumber visitor looking for? You have to ask themselves, if they land on the website, what would they like to see? So let's jump to the website as an example. Okay, I haven't set up. 1 second. Okay, let me change the screen. So, if they land on a plumber website, what would they like to see? That is the question you have to ask. That is just an example. So, answer those questions with me. Are they looking for repairs? Are they looking for residential, commercial? What are they looking for? So you have to understand what the majority of people are looking for. Otherwise you cannot set up the website. Now you probably say, hey, they are looking for equipment, they're looking for toilets, they're looking for repair, they're looking for 100 things. Do you agree?
Yes.
Do you agree that the search can be anything? And now you're wondering, what should I display on the website? So it is like Pareto. Anybody knows what Pareto is? It's like the 80-20% rule. Serve 80% of those visitors. Otherwise your website becomes overwhelmed. You might have all the possibilities on the website, but your main traffic is not finding what they were looking for. Does that make sense? So from all the information you acquire what somebody can search from plumber, group them and say 8% is looking for this information. Now it comes now we are making it simple for the website visitor. Split this traffic in 3 to 4 choices on the home page. If you imagine if you are on a website and you cannot find what you are looking for in less than 1/10 of a second, you click away. So you want to make sure that of those 80% that you serve on your website, you make them for them easy to decide on which link they want to click. Does that make sense?
It does. I think it does.
So keep it simple. Less is more. So if you say 3 to 4 choices, actually, Jack, I think it should be 16 choices. 16 choices, I cover everything. Now I want you to understand that 3 choices is better than 16 choices. Why? Because if you show 16 choices, they don't find what they are looking for in less than 1/10 of a second. The website needs to look nice in the first glance. If that website is crappy, the color theme is not good, the font style is not good, is overwhelmed, they cannot find it. It needs to be pleasant. I don't want to be, how do you say that? If you are more attracted probably by a nice looking girl or a nice looking man, and that is where you want to hang out with. So you want to make sure that they like to hang out with your website. Ask for action. Ask for a phone call. Ask for an email. If you don't ask on several places on your website and they need to click to the page where you have the call to action, you might lose the interest. To show that phone number on every page, and if you want an email, if you want to fill out a form, show that form on every page. This is probably not new. I just wanted to mention it. A website needs to be mobile friendly. I think nowadays all your internet markets get it, but the reality is about 75% of the websites out there are not mobile friendly. So the one you want to create needs to be mobile friendly. So let me give me a quick overview from the website which has all those elements, and then we move on. So let me share the screen again. So this is an example of a website what covers all the 7 points. It's about the plumber, and you see the groups are divided in 3 main groups. When you do a keyword research or when you do the niche research, you will find out that they are about repairs, and either they are for residential or commercial. Are there other services? Yes, there are other services. You can put them as a menu link, but not on the home page. On the home page, you want to pay attention to this 80%. And on the service, you can put those smaller services, so searches. You see, call to action on every page. A nice looking lady or nice looking man does a lot. Anybody have questions about website configuration?
Well, I would ask one question here just to clarify, and just so you know my angle on this, I'm not a web designer by any stretch of the imagination, so anybody asking a question, believe me, I'm probably going to ask the dumbest question, so please feel free to ask questions. Now, what you're saying there is we're going to break it up into 3 possible choices, maybe 4 on the front page, and then if there are smaller things, you would do that on that second page. So in other words, repairs, and then inside there might be the choice of sink versus toilet, that kind of a thing.
Kind of. So what you can do is you can show the main service, in the middle of the home page and with big buttons, but you can also have what is not so obvious but is still available, a menu tab which has a smaller service, So you put a menu link in the top besides residential, commercial, what speaks about those smaller, so like backflow. So if somebody what represents those 20% still you want to serve, you can put those as a simple link. But most people they judge what they see on the homepage in one glance. So they see residential, they see repairs, they see commercial, and that is where you serve those 80% for. And that is where you want to put the focus in. If I would put all the service here on the page, you say, hey Jack, why am I not doing that? Because it takes the attention away from where the business is about. So if your business or the plumber business is about repairs and he makes some money and in this case it is, he makes the most people, the most business related to how they find you online is about repairs for plumbers. So you want to put them in front of them. Yes, they also have other service and they do other service and you can find them, but frozen pipes is only in the winter. So you might say, hey Jack, it is January and we got a lot of frozen pipes problems. So there's nothing wrong with it that you put the frozen pipes in January on the home page. And do you know what the good news is? When you do internet marketing for a local company, you can agree on a maintenance fee and say, hey, what I'm going to do for you is I want to make sure that your website is still running because everything's changed. And I'm not going to sell your website what is not online in 3 months anymore. So, and also you have the benefit that we can put up news and new content depending what of the period of the year or what the service is about. And if you got a new service, we can put that also up. So you want always go after that maintenance fee, after recurring element. Don't sell a website only as a single product. So let us move on because I promised to be in an hour. Now listen very carefully. This is something what you probably have been educated other way. And I want you to enter very seriously what you think what are the 3 most important factors for SEO. So enter in what you think and what you have learned. What are the 3 most important factors for SEO? So I see meta tags, backlinks, I'm waiting for some more ideas. Keywords, what you guys think, what are the 3 most important factors for SEO to rank a website high in the search engines?
Videos.
Videos, that is not new. So
can I make my guesses so I can at least sound dumb if I get it wrong?
Yeah. I haven't shared this training with you, so you're free to put up.
I'm gonna throw in there. I think I'm gonna say, based on things that I've seen more recently, I'm gonna say time on site, bounce rate, things like that as being one of the big factors.
Yes, you are to the point. You are the winner. So,
nice.
Listen.
Hey.
Listen.
I didn't know the answers beforehand, folks. Just saying.
No, I know you're just good, but Google is all about providing value to the website searcher. Their business is around that they like to use the Google search engine. And how do they measure that? There are 3 simple metrics Google measure with every search you do. is amazing. Yes, they have huge servers. They keep track of everything. They know more about you than your spouse knows about you. Okay? They know exactly what you're doing the whole day.
Oh.
So, yeah, also in the weekend. So, bounce rate. Why is that so important? Do you know, guys, everybody knows what bounce rate is, by the way? So, the bounce rate is you land on the website. And if you do not click on any link, the bounce rate, and you jump off the website, the bounce rate is 100%. If you do click on a link, the bounce rate is 0% and everything in between. So you want to make sure that the bounce rate percentage is very low, about 30%, so that two-thirds or at least stays on the website. Does that make sense? So the bounce rate needs to be very low. If the bounce rate is very low, that means the website visitor finds it attractive. They found their information, what they are looking for. So it's a simple metric for Google to track if they provided value to that customer with a search keyword. So now you have to imagine that website visitor enter a keyword in a website search. They land on they click on a link, they land on the website, and now they start to measure things. Did he click away or did he not click away? If he didn't click away and he clicked on a link inside the website, Google say, hey, we have a winner. We provided value to that customer. Okay? Does that make sense? That is how you have to imagine things. So the next metric is the average time on a website. So, and that is where videos comes in. If that website visitors lands on a website, if they keep short on a website, that indicates, no, I didn't like that website so much. But if they watch a video about their service, what they're looking for, if they stay a long time on the website reading the content, that is an indication that they got the value what they're looking for. Does that make sense?
It does, yes.
So we got bounce rate and average time on the website. And the third one is keyword relevancy. So it was mentioned now, keywords is important, but you have to think it a little bit not as an exact keyword, but as a theme, as something you describe what the service is about. Google is smart enough to discover what those related services are. You have to just describe it in a sentence. So, let me ask you a simple question, and I already, you should be able to do it. How to improve bounce rate? How can you improve the bounce rate? Is by a nice looking website with a few choices, but you want to make sure that the service or the links you provide serves those 80%. So bounce rate is not about relevant articles. Sorry. Bounce rate is about keep the website simple. Make sure that you provide the links they are looking for and click on them. So less is more. If you go to the website again, everybody see the website now in front of you?
Yes.
So what you see is almost no content. You can write it in 1 minute. The trick is actually that you provide the links where they were looking for. That you cover those 80% with those simple links. And if somebody lands on the website and they like to know more about repairs, they click on that. Now I'm willing to read. Who of you guys like to read? Yes or no? Tell me if you like to read content on a website.
Not a lot.
No, I don't like it either. I'm only willing to start reading when I know pretty sure I will gain from it. So on the home page, I'm not interested in reading. You guys see that? Here I'm not starting reading. I just want to make sure that if I start to read, it is about what I wanted to read. If this home page had all content from what is in those inner pages, it would be a big mess. You probably have learned that content you need to have 500 to 700 words on the home page. Tell me yes or no.
I've definitely heard that.
How many times have you heard about I need 500 to 600 words on the home page? Every SEO product creator will tell that. How many times they say you need a spinner, unit content? Because they sell spinners. On those 3 points I just discussed with you, bounce rate, average time, keyword relevancy. If you do agree on those points, where is the spinner coming in? Where is the amount of words coming in? You have to see a website as a human being, how they behave. SEO is about behavior. Google rewards positive experience. That is not about reading content. No. Do you think I like to read content on the home page? Starting from zero? Do you think I would have a positive experience? No. It can be if you see a lot of content of articles and it wants me to read. I say no, I'm not going that. You know, I'm not a native speaker. I am in need. I want to have something repaired. Either I call to action. You guys see that? Or I want to read a little bit more before I make a call. You see that? Call to action, call to action. You can even submit a form, you know. So, and now, because it is about repairs, yeah. Now I want to see if they also repair my toilet, you know. Now you can put a little bit relevancy in it. You see that? Keyword relevancy. Now I feel confident to call that business. I feel this is the right fit for me. You don't need PLR articles. You don't need a spinner. You just need to know your website visitor. That is all about. Once you know your website visitor, you can provide the exact links and the service they are looking for. That is SEO. Can I get some feedback from you guys? Wow, or like it or don't like it?
This is very interesting because it's very different, and actually while you're talking about this, I've actually been I did a couple of searches here to see what sites are actually ranking. Fortunately, none of them had a video that made a lot of noise, but just kind of looking to see what sites are ranking, and it seems to me that it isn't ones that have giant articles on the front page, just like you've said. It tends to be the ones that are much similar to what you're showing, which is fewer words and few choices.
So,
Very
Jerry said,
stuff.
Not needing a spinner goes against everything I have ever heard. Yes. And I said it in the beginning. I need to break, you got stuffed with SEO info from product creators. I don't sell SEO stuff. I don't have an SEO product. I don't have a spinner. I don't have no interest to tell you this, okay? I just wanted to have you a good experience with me, okay? I want you to become my friend. Be very honest in this. So, 1 second. Okay. So, what I want to say. Does it hurt to use a spinner? Yes. Now, you want to write the content in such a way that you have a call to action. Does that make sense? So if you do use a spinner, you know, it might still be proper English, but do you see how this content is written on the homepage? Does your garbage disposal have a constant tendency to clog? I'm asking a question, and with asking a question, I inviting them to read my content. If you use a spinner, what would mess up this whole content with a spinner? Okay? Let's see how this develops, this content. So I'm going to ask them a question, you know, about their problem. See what happens. We are confident we can help you. You guys see that? I'm building up report. Then I'm saying why we can help. Our professional plumbers. You see that? What does a spinner will do all of the information? Then I'm going to discuss about their device where they can have a problem with. So then I'm going to also reserve and repair. Then I'm going to say we are fully equipped to ensure your original plumbing repair is completed efficiently. You know, I'm going to confirm that we can do a good job. Our top-notch technicians are actually diagnose and quickly fix any. This is just what I would like to hear. If you have a problem, what would you like to hear? Hey, you are on the right address. I understand your problem and I can help you.
Nice.
And now you're saying...
I see what you're saying with that, because it's, you know, when you talk about a spinner, I mean, what you have here isn't an article.
It's not an article.
This
is brainstorming. Like you have been brainstormed about a lot of SEO gurus, how you need to write content, and you believe that. You believe that. If you would tell to your friends, you would say, hey, a spinner helps. Hey, backlinking helps. Agree or not? Everybody probably on this call would say, yes. I hear you are an internet marketer. Yes, because you are brainstormed and not by Google. You need to start think differently. Google, if you want to rank in Google, not only today, but also tomorrow, you need to provide what Google likes, what Google is about. Google from day one is about providing value. There is nothing like Google duplicate content penalty, except on the same domain. On the same domain, you do not want to repeat content.
Yeah, and actually, Jack, you and I actually had a conversation about that the other day after the radio show, because I asked you about that as well. And, you know, what I had said at the time was, well, even, you know, YouTube doesn't have a problem with duplicate content on different videos and things like that, as long as it's not the same account. And it seems to be the same with websites. And I think, you know, I know that the duplicate content thing's been a complaint for a long time that people have worried about, but even going back a few years when articles were really popular, obviously people were going to sites like eZines, pulling an article, putting it on their site, and they weren't getting duplicate content issues then. So I don't see why that would be an issue nowadays anyway.
Now let me prove it in another way, because that is a hard thing to accept. I understand it. I get that question very often. So I am an internet marketer and I serve many franchisees. Okay, why do I like to? Does everybody know why I like to serve a franchise system? Do you guys get that? Why you want to be in that business?
Oh yeah.
Because those franchise owners, you can set up one website and you just clone that website for every location. So that is why I like to serve. I only have to specialize in one service and I have 50 clients. Do you see that? I do that all the time. For every franchise system I see incredible SEO ranking. And they have about the same content. Do you know what the difference is between each website?
The phone number.
It is the domain name, it is the address, and the phone number. Domain name, address, and the phone number. They all rank very high in Google Places, in Google Maps, in Google for Business, whatever you like to hear. If a duplicate content would be an issue, they would not rank high. Do you agree?
Yes.
So, I know you have a hard time to believe that because you don't know me. This is the first experience yet, and you have heard those things from other internet mooks, which you build up a trust relation. But the next time when you hear that story, ask yourself, what is their interest to tell you that? Most SEO gurus, they have an interest to tell certain things, what they can sell a product with, okay? Instead of thinking what is their interest, the only thing what you need to think and what you want to think is, what is Google thinking? Okay, let me tell you something this. You will never beat Google. Never. Okay? You better dance with Google than you fight with Google. So, whatever you do is provide good value, have the website visitor a positive experience. If you start thinking on that way, it's about video, okay? And video is about the same, having a positive experience. Okay, so everybody like this training so far?
Oh, this is great. I've taken a ton of notes here.
Okay, so I promised you to have a bonus when you stick with me, okay? So I created a special video. I know you guys like videos and you probably have a very good purpose with it. So let me show. Okay, go to this, click on this link. It also includes an offer, but I want you to scroll down. Okay, click on this link. Click on this link. Let me do it the same. Let me take that link and click on it. Okay, pause that video. I don't want you to hear that video. So scroll down, and on that website, I created a link. You see that, guys? I don't know where to scroll down. Takes time. You see this? Ray Friends bonus. I like you to get it in front of you, and I will explain how it works. Okay. Right-click this video and save it to your desktop before it is gone. Dit is een download link. Everybody see it? Everybody has it now?
Yes.
It is a first quality video. Tell me yes or no if you got it. So I know that you found the link. No, said Jerry. Jerry, are you on the website now? Just now. Okay, so scroll down. Okay, it's a long sales page. I just want to reward you that you stick with me and that you have a positive experience with me. I don't want you to buy from the sales page yet, okay? I just want that you got your bonus. That is the most important for me now. Tell yes or no you got it. Okay, good. Now, how many of you guys know that Ray has his birthday? Tell me yes or no. Okay, it's not new. He probably had it 50 times already. No, I'm kidding. He's just 30. But he is new. So, I sold this website, 5 websites. You see this? I don't know if you can see it. I changed this website for you guys. Believe it or not, I did. I added this website team. Normally, I sell it at a much higher price. You get a local WordPress team for local website design. With this team, it is one click and you are in business. It comes with another video, a different video than you got. Okay, but this, I don't know if you can hear it. Can I see it? Hear it?
No, it's
okay. It's too quiet, so it doesn't matter. Okay, but you can listen by yourself. So this is, if you would like to have a one-click system where you become a professional and you say, hey, I'm providing a local website, this is the way to go. It also comes with a plumbing team, just that team I just showed to you guys. It comes with a painter team, a roofer team, landscaping. It comes with the complete content in one click. You guys see that? One click. With a back.
And I think that needs to be very much emphasized. I mean, this isn't just a theme and then you have to put in your stuff. I mean, this is click and it's ready to go for the most part, except for their phone number. I mean, it's amazing stuff.
Now I wanted to watch me, okay? I don't know how to do it. I probably have to click away a little bit. See how it works. I don't know where is it? You see this $47? Everybody see this don't buy it, okay? Everybody see this $47 button. Okay, I decided because it's Ray's birthday and it's the first time I do it for a new audience, I'm going to give you a very special deal. And I have to change the price on the back end. And I'm doing this live. And I never have done it, but I have more things never done it. I'm not afraid to do something very special. So let me do this on the back end now. I hope it works. One second. So I have to give me some time, okay? Never done this live. Probably nobody has this done ever live on a webinar. Ray, have you ever seen somebody change the price live on a webinar?
No, I have not.
That's me, okay? I do things that are a little bit different and they work. So, because I understand you and I understand Google. So let me change it, okay? This is not a certain trick. This is really live, and I never have done it. And I'm telling you, there are thousands of customers who have paid $47. So we're not going to share this with anybody. That is a promise I need, okay? You're not going to share it. So only to raise group. So let me refresh it. Okay, I'm good now, I hope. Okay, so share the screen, another screen. Okay, now refresh the screen. Reload the page, refresh the screen. Everybody seeing now $27?
Oh, wow, yeah. Nice.
Everybody see this? Tell a yes or no, so I see what you see.
I definitely see it.
So this special deal is only good at Sunday night, and that is the truth. My son is actually elected for the state tuba performance. I go tomorrow, and I'm back Sunday night. So you have up, because Sunday night I can change it back to $47. Up to Sunday night, you have the chance to grab this incredible offer. We have thousands of other users paid $47. The only reason, one second, the only reason why I gave you this special deal is because you are a new audience for me, and it is the first time. So I wanted to give you incredible content, but you probably changed the way how you look at SEO. I wanted to give you a special bonus, and if you look at that video you just have downloaded, you will discover how special it is. It converts really good, and I want you to give an incredible discount. So that is all what I can offer you. It is now up to you if you want to take action.
Wow.
So
that is quite the deal.
So that is not a sales trick or whatever. That is because you are new to me, and I want you to have a positive experience. And I also want to do my first webinar for a group which is new to me. The only thing what I would like you to do, this is what you would like to do. If you felt you have a positive experience, okay, I want you to post that in Ray's Facebook group. If you didn't like what you get today, I also want you to post in the Facebook group. I'm not here to change your talk, okay?
I was going to say, if you didn't like it, go post it in Matt Houghton's.
No. I'm not making. So, what is the link of the Facebook group?
I'm actually grabbing the link right now.
I don't have it in front of me.
And just audibly, it's facebook.com/groups/online video marketers.
We need that link. I like to link.
Hopefully everybody gets that. If you can see that, let me know.
So the niches, it has a website service team, which I just added 30 minutes ago. None of the multi-users before had that website. Okay, so I added it. I add that extra. Also, it comes with the roof. Just look at the website. The plumber, the roofer, the painter. Landscaping. Let's see. Let's scroll up. Those testimonials you see are from real users. There's nothing fake, okay? There's nothing fake. I have changed many lives about local internet marketing. But I can't tell you that, but I want you to experience it, okay? So, what is, which niches are included? The website design team, the plumbing team, they all come with they all come with complete content and images. The painter team, the roofer team, and the landscaping team. Remodeling and remodeling. So 5 plus the website. So normally I just added it today, okay? This team, what you probably would say, Jack, this is more than I wanted, okay? This is just, I added it today, a half hour ago. I went to shower, I came 10 minutes out of the shower, and I wanted to be fresh. I wanted to be full energized to share my knowledge. So I'm very open to you, and I like you to open to me. Tell me yes if you grab the deal and you grab the deal, and tell me no if you say, hey Jack, what you sell is bullshit. Tell me that, okay? Or Jack, I'm on the fence and I don't know what to do. Tell me what I need to do. Enter yes or no, please. So Arthur said yes. Are you guys all in the middle of the PayPal account, or, you know, tell me what's going on. I cannot see that on my end. So Rodney said, not yet, have to make some money to buy, but do want it. Okay, $27 will not change your wallet. Kerry is a customer for me. He got a flight coming up, but he's actually a very good customer for me, and I appreciate all his input.
Nice.
If somebody's on the call and is a member for me, just say hi to me and maybe we can hook you in. Is Tim on the call or somebody else?
I don't see Tim.
Okay.
Oh, yes, he's there.
So if you are a customer for me, I give you all the freedom to tell good and bad things. If you said, Jack, you screwed me up yesterday, I can tell you 2,000 people now. Yes, you can.
Oh, and Ken just said he's been a member since Saturday, thanks to the Blog Talk interview. Nice. That's what we like to hear.
It is a great pass, just disabled and no income. I will get it if I can. Thanks for a great presentation. So thanks, Rodney. So I hope you got some content and you got that video, and that is for free. So hopefully you will have increased your knowledge to make some more money. So Jerry said, thank you, Jack. So we have 3 minutes left. I want to stop at 2 o'clock. I promise to do it all within an hour. Your time is valuable. My time is valuable. Especially how you think about SEO, how Google likes SEO. You want to take that home. It is for free, but think always, whatever you do, what does Google likes, and not how you can win from Google. Because if you are doing strategies to win from Google, you will lose at the long run.
I think that's an important thing to bring up because we've joked about it on the radio and in other places that oftentimes people seem to think of it as it's us against Google, when in reality, really, you should be working to give what you're supposed to, and you wouldn't be against them.
So if you want to use Google platform, dance with them. Don't fight with them. Okay? How do you dance with Google? To provide value to the searchers. If you do, you don't need to worry about next week that your site is not ranking. Every Google update is about eliminating for sites that didn't provide the value, that you fake it with backlinks, that you fake it with PLR content. Stop faking. Provide good content. Doesn't need to be a lot of words. You just want to say, hey, if I was looking for a plumber, I wanted to see those kind of things. That is how you want to think. If I land on a website, I would value those things. Think on that way. Google use other metrics than you would probably imagine. They don't use keywords like I scan every word and that word is, it's about ranking that. No, they see if a website visitor uses a certain keyword, then lands on a website. Now I'm going to measure bounce rate, average time, and if the keyword matches a certain theme. It doesn't need to be the exact keyword. It just has to describe about it. Those three things will make sure that your website outperforms other websites. Those websites which you have to your availability in one click, they rank very high in Google Maps without sweat. Let me repeat that. Those websites you have on your fingertips ranks high in Google Places in Business without doing a lot of stuff. You just go to Fiverr, order some citations for $5, and you're good to go. For $5, you can rank those websites high in Google Places. Do you need more? Yes. You need to have some reviews in it. Okay. But most websites are not that, don't have that positive experience. And if you don't offer a positive experience for the website visitor, Google will eventually not rank it high. So it is 3 o'clock at my time, so we are at an hour. So I want to thank everybody on this call for giving me the opportunity to learn you, to closer to you, to share a little bit of my knowledge, and I appreciate all your guys' questions. So go to the link and decide before the counter is down if you want to take up this great discount. I cannot do more than I do now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jack. We really appreciate you doing that. And if anyone has any questions, of course, come over to the Facebook group. Hopefully everybody got that when I posted it, because you can ask questions there, and Jack and I are both on there, so we'll receive messages. And, of course, tell us your experience, what you liked, what you didn't like. And other than that, I won't talk much here so that we can get everybody out of here like we promised.
Thank you so much, and see you inside the membership site. Bye.
All right. Thanks, everybody.